Alright, so today I want to talk about how to get consistent in your training. I'm more talking about personal training, so like just working by yourself, working on your game by yourself, and basically just how to get more consistent, how to get more motivated, how to become more disciplined in that. And yeah, first let me tell you a story about me. So I remember it must have been the summer. I must have been about 9 years old, and obviously I was just a typical kid. I wasn't really obviously I would play outside if my friends were outside, but obviously at 9 years old, most kids they aren't really training, trying to work on their game. They're just inside. I remember I was inside playing PS4, just me and my cousin just banging FIFA. Just most days, just sitting down on the couch watching TV, eating whatever, just eating whatever I felt like it. So yeah, I remember. But however, I remember one day for some reason I just woke up feeling motivated. So I went out and I did so many runs. Me and my cousin we did so many runs. We did so many football drills outside. I remember we would do push-ups. We do push-ups in between, and yeah, it was crazy. We must have been out there for like maybe an hour and a half. Which, considering that we'd never even trained before, to get better by ourselves, was crazy. Like an hour and a half was crazy. Like literally just doing push-ups, runs, sprints, working on our technical ability, shooting drills, passing drills, everything. So yeah, I came back inside and I was feeling good. I was like, yeah, okay, for the whole summer now, I'm gonna be doing this. This for the whole summer for an hour and a half, even though I'd never trained before. And obviously, as you can guess, you know what happened. I did not train again that entire summer. I did not train it at all again, simply because the volume was too high. Who the hell did I think I was trying to train for an hour and a half, knowing damn well I had not done anything for like the first 2 weeks of summer or ever in my life for that matter. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I thought I was CR7. I could go out there and push my body like that. But yeah, I was never motivated again that entire summer. And yeah, like I said, I'd only play if my friends were out, and even that was just like a kickabout. And yeah, it was back to PS4, just back to watching TV. So yeah, let me tell you how to get consistent in your training. More time, just your personal training, just working on your game, trying to get better. Just how to stay consistent, stay motivated. So the first point is, as you can tell by the story, is start out as at a volume that you can handle, that you know you can do every day. If you're a young guy, let's say you're 10 years old, and you've never actually just gone outside and just trained by yourself, make sure you do an amount of training that you know you can do every single day that doesn't feel excruciatingly hard. Because I remember waking up the day after I did that hour and a half session, I remember just thinking, oh, I've got to do it again, man. Like I was dreading it. You don't want to be waking up dreading your workout. You want to be waking up feeling, all right, cool, I could do. Let's just say even if it's 20 minutes, just a 20 minutes, you just working on technicals, you just passing the ball against the wall, maybe work on a few fitness things as well, but let's say mostly technical. Just start off at a volume you can handle, maybe like 20 minutes. First day you're just working on technicals, that's it. Then maybe the next day you go on a little run, maybe a little 15-minute run, just to yeah just to maintain your fitness. And obviously in terms of volume per week, maybe start off with just training 2 or 3 times a week. Don't set yourself the target of, oh yeah, I'm gonna train every day, I'm motivated right now, because you're not gonna be motivated tomorrow or maybe the next day. Maybe you'll be motivated tomorrow, but the next 3 days you won't. So you simply won't do it if you're doing a crazy amount that you can't handle. So yeah, that's the first point. Make sure you start at a good volume, maybe half an hour twice a week. Maybe that's your starting point. And obviously, don't have this mentality like, oh, but it's not gonna do anything. Like half an hour is not too much. I see Ronaldo doing this. I see the pro footballers. I need to do what the pro footballers are doing. Listen, you're young. You're not there yet. Like they trust me. Ronaldo, he probably started off with 20 minutes a day, and then he gradually worked his way up to doing what he needs to do. Then he started doing like the ankle weight training, obviously the sprints, the shooting practice after training, all of that. So yeah, don't have this mentality that, oh, 20 minutes isn't really going to do anything. Trust me, 20 minutes is going to do anything, because it's going to get the momentum rolling. You're going to start enjoying training. That's the point where maybe you don't see the mad results, but it gets you into that mode of, okay, train, I need to train. It gets you into actually enjoying training, because I used to think that as a kid as well. I used to think I need to do the maddest thing. I need to train for an hour and a half, when I hadn't trained at all, because I was thinking 20 minutes not going to do anything. I just had that arrogant attitude. Don't do that. Literally just say, okay, 20 minutes, I'm just going to work on technicals. Maybe I'm just going to do a few passes against the wall, work on my touch, just work on my different ways to turn out with the ball and all of that. Just have that mentality that okay, 20 minutes is good because I've never done this before. It's just gonna get you into enjoying training, just getting used to it pretty much. So yeah, that's the first point. Make sure you start at a volume you can handle. So the next point is, I think this is a good way to keep you motivated, is to sort of like record your training. If you get what I mean, I'll explain what I mean. So basically, I mean, let's say you're doing a shooting drill and you have 10 shots and you score. Let's say you score 3 shots. Make sure you write those 3 shots down so that the next day you try improve on them. Try get 4, try get 5, try get 6, try get 7 until you're nailing that. Until you're nailing that perfectly. Even in, until you're nailing that shooting drill perfectly. Because obviously that's gonna give you a target to aim for. That's gonna give you motivation to improve. Same as, let's say you're doing a couple sprints. Let's say find a way to, obviously if you're by yourself, it's hard to time your sprints. You're probably gonna have to run with your phone in your hand. But just try time. Put the phone in your hand. Just press that button and just sprint. Let's say it's 50 meters, a 50-meter sprint. Time your 50-meter sprint and then set a goal by the end of the week. Okay, I'm gonna. So one way to keep motivated is to sort of record your training results. So what I mean by this is, let's say you're doing a specific shooting drill that you like. Let's say you take 10 shots and you score 3 of them. Obviously, write that 3 down, maybe in the notes in your phone, and then say, okay, next time I do this shooting drill, I'm trying to get 4. And then when you get 4, you keep progressing. I want to get 5, I want to get 6, until you're literally perfection at that shooting drill, and then move on to the next one. I feel like this will give you something to strive for. This will give you a target to aim for. It'll keep you motivated, keep you driven to improve. Another example of this could be sprints. Let's say you do 60-meter sprints, for example. Obviously, it's gonna be hard to time your sprints when you're by yourself. So you're probably gonna have to run with your phone in your hand. It's not ideal, but if you're by yourself, it's kind of the only option you have. So obviously, just press that button and just try sprint. Just try beat your time. Let's say you get a certain time. Try say, okay, by the end of the week, I'm gonna shave 0.1 seconds off my time, for example, something like that. Obviously, setting these goals, these goals will keep you motivated. These goals will keep you driven. Instead of you feeling, oh, I'm training, but because if you train and you don't really record anything, sometimes you don't feel the results. You don't feel the progress. You don't feel like, oh, am I? You feel, oh, am I really making progress here? I don't know. I kind of don't feel it. Kind of don't this. But if you record it, you can clear. You can literally see. You have the indicator to say, okay, am I improving? If yes, that's a good thing. If not, okay, what do I need to do? What am I not doing? What do I need to change in my training? And yeah, that's basically it. Just record your results, and yeah, because setting targets will give you motivation, because you can see your progress. Like I say to you guys all the time, progress is the biggest motivator. Once you see progress, trust me, you're gonna be hooked, and that applies for anything in life. Trust me. So yeah, that's the second point. All right. So lastly, I want to talk about a mentality that you can have whilst going about your training. So obviously during the lockdown, me and my cousin, I've told this story before. We were just grinding for just 3 months straight, and I think what kept us going was thinking we're getting ahead of so many people, because especially during COVID, we both said to each other like, who else is really doing this? Like, who else is in the park every day pretty much, just training, just training, just grinding, basically, just working on their game, working on the technicals, physicals, mentals, everything basically. So yeah, I feel like that kept us going, just knowing that we're getting ahead of the competition. We're just going leaps and bounds above everyone else. While everyone else is sitting at home, having this mindset of, oh, it's COVID, I can't really do anything, sort of making excuses type of thing. Yeah, making excuses. We're just out here, no excuses, just working on our games. And I think this works better the younger you are as well. The younger you are, the less people are really putting in work like that. Especially when you're not in an academy. Maybe in an academy, there are guys who are trying to maintain their place, trying to, because obviously they've seen their levels, trying to maintain their place. Because obviously academy, there's a lot of competition. But if you're not in an academy, if you're maybe a level below that, 2 levels below that, a lot of people, they aren't going to really be putting in the work, because obviously at that age, a lot of people they have that mindset of, oh, I'm just playing for fun. Not every kid is really thinking, oh, I want to be a professional footballer. Like they probably think, they probably have the mindset like, yeah, it's nice, but they probably don't know the work it requires at that age, pretty much. So if you're watching this video, I'm telling you right now, it requires a hell of a lot of work. So the younger you understand that concept, trust me, the further you go. So yeah, that's the third point and final point. Just have that mindset of you're getting better, you're surpassing a lot of people, because a lot of people will never train, they'll never put that work in. So yeah, that will keep you motivated for sure. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Take these points seriously, and trust me, you'll be consistent in your training. Just make sure you start off slow and just gradually build from there. And I promise you'll be good. So yeah, I've been JT, and I'm out.